the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another spectacular race here on the Turn 3 Racing Network as OP Racing Grand National Series brings you the SM and SMJ Turn Left presented by the Workman family. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is KR Stolfus, and unfortunately for you, I am your host here tonight, and I am way behind schedule. So I will be playing catch up the entire night, and it is not Hines. It is all about trying to get this under control. I have I need 2 more seconds. Give me 2 more seconds. I'm sorry. Okay, all right, I'm good. Here we go. All right, I'm with you guys. How we doing? I've literally I powered my computer up like 20 minutes ago. So I typically am here like an hour and a half before the race starts. So I'm at 20 minutes. I'm doing everything I can to get all the information I can. So I apologize. I am super late on my account, nobody else's. Let's do this broadcast. And let's do it by going through tonight's starting lineup. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 on the front row with a 58.498. He gets that quick time on the inside of row number 1. To his outside, that is the 40 of Peter deBorja from, I don't know where Peter lives. I knew it at one point, and I'm too much of a hurry to pull it to the front of my head. Sebastian Mann, Josh Milam, row number 2. Row number 3, going to be Anthony English and Vicente Guerrero. Mark Mann and Rob Connors make up row number 4. Row number 5, going to be Zach Workman and the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Row number 6, Jeff Crosby Sr. and Kody Neagles. Gabe Butler, David Livingston for row number 7. Row number 8, Shawn Stevens and Zach Fritsch. Row 9, the 62 of Les Levy and the 77 of David Booth. Eric Lorey and Nate Warren make up row number 10. Row 11, Dave Hunt, Jason Foskey, Taylor Laskowski, and Daniel Holloway. And I'm sorry, Taylor, I know I blew that one. David Overstreet, Travis Elliott, Kevin West, Wesley Hogue, Stanley Jr. How you doing, Stanley? And Jim Mayer, Richard Sanchez, Lynn McNeese, Adam Kilday. I'm out of time. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. "33 cars take the green flag here tonight. All 33 drivers hit the grid. Nobody left behind except for this broadcaster. Onto the backstretch. For the first time, these guys are laying it all out there, and this track is known for its raw speed. And your first time down the backstretch will open your eyes to what that means to have this raw speed at the iRacing Superspeedway. Jeff Crosby in the 33 out in front. Crosby going to lead the first lap here tonight. But now he comes under attack by the 04 of Mark Mann. All right, so this is our first race in our championship race battle championship contention. I don't know. How do you want to call it? Let's say playoffs? I don't like playoffs. I don't like, racing should never be about playoffs. Championship contenders are set. We got 16 of them. Oh, hey, I have a button that tells me who this is. Let's go right into it. 16 drivers with 3 races to settle out who makes it into the next round. There's 3 rounds of racing here with OP. 3 races to set yourself up to make it into the next round of 8. 2 races from the round of 8 to settle it into the final drivers, making it out to be 4. So if you are one of the 16 drivers here tonight, you have got to dig, 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 and never give up. But let's not forget, the best of the rest. If you're not in the top 16, you're not going to be forgotten, and somebody somewhere is going to come up to the top of the points somehow and spoil a win from our championship contenders. And in this race, we will have one stage at halfway, and that is a typo. It's supposed to say 2 faster pairs here at this track, and now it does because I'm a little bit behind, so I apologize once again. Three wide into turn number 3. How y'all doing out there tonight on a Wednesday night? Easter's coming up. Easter weekend headed this way. And I myself will be headed for a 5-hour drive away tomorrow morning. So I was prepping for that, which is why I'm late, which is why everything is going south here already for me as far as for this broadcast. But yeah, you guys don't care about it. You just want perfection. I get it. That's fine. Can I introduce you to my perfect drink that I have made? It has 12 ice cubes and it is full of a perfect pH balance of 7 from H2O, that high quality water. Daniel Holloway in the 21, making a move to the outside lane as we work lap number 6 of 70 here tonight in our scheduled distance. That 21 falls back just a little bit. Taylor Laskowski, newcomer here on Wednesday night. And if I mispronounce it, Taylor, you have to forgive me because there's one letter difference from one of my favorite drivers on the dirt side of things. So I'll do everything I can to say it right, man. Fastest lap of the race right now going to the driver in the number 17. That is Kevin West. Kevin has laid down the fastest lap time at a 51.937. And he has gained 17 spots from where he started this race here tonight. So Kevin getting after it, laying down those quick lap times. But he has got to overcome the veteran who is our race leader right now, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Vicente Guerrero to the outside. He's working that third lane. And then the 83 right there as well, Taylor Laskowski. To the outside, Jason Foskey in the number 3, leading that third lane. There are quite a few new drivers here tonight. I did spend a brief moment trying to do my grid walk like I love to do, but because I was late to everything, I did not get my normal grid walk in. But Jason Foskey was one of the new guys I spent a moment talking to. Kevin West, Taylor Laskowski, and we talked about Wes Hogue here a few times before. But yeah, so those guys all new here on Wednesday night for me. And if I have talked about you guys before, keep in mind, I am not the brightest crown in the tool shed, so I'm doing what I can. But yeah, a bunch of new guys coming in here on Wednesday night, and I love to see it, and I want to see them run well. And in fact, right now they are running very well as they are pitted up against some veterans: Vicente Guerrero, Kody Neagles, Jeff Crosby, Sebastian Mann. Right now, they're your top 5. You can even throw in Travis Elliott to round out that actual 5th place. So yeah, let's see what these new guys got. As Vicente in that Budweiser number 14 is the race leader. Green flag pit stops, not too far away. They're gonna start hitting pit road from here on out. Someone is gonna try and play that early pit stop game, do the short pit, and make something happen with that. There is only one stage here in this race tonight, and that is at the halfway point, being lap 35. But should the caution come out before we get to that point, being like lap 31, 32, then that is your stage winner. Kody Neagles in the number 6 is your race leader. Lynn McNeese, Jim Mayer, 2 cars, 1 lap down. Lynn McNeese was up on top, riding along the wall there in the last few shots. I'm not happy about this night. I do apologize. I am so late to everything that I'm just doing my best. I'm doing my best. So I apologize. Oh my goodness. Wesley Hogue in the 38, making a good run in that outside lane. Here comes Josh Milam in the 7, dropping down on the inside. Milam in that net 0, and do I have a story about net 0? But Josh Milam in the 7, our race leader, Wesley Hogue to his outside. And then the 3rd lane in the number 9, that is Nate Warren. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Despite how ugly these cars can look, this was one of my favorite times of NASCAR. Very high horsepower and quite the unique design. And here we are in the ARCA car, and they are all digging hard right now. Twisted Sisters, what she became known as. The ARCA series, always just a few years behind the NASCAR Cup Series. And that is what we are running here tonight, is the iRacing ARCA series. But for me, a race car is all about function, all about raw speed within the rules, and trying to make every little inch matter. And this body style is the epitome of it. So yeah, I like it quite a bit. Nate Warren, Wesley Hogue, Josh Milam leading the 3 lanes. Miss Alyssa chiming in. Alyssa cheering for the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. How you doing, Miss Alyssa? That's a lot of S's. If I don't call you Miss Alyssa, would you be upset? I mean, I'm not a fan of alliteration, but I'll do it if I have to. We also have Miss Mara Clark chiming in. How you doing, Miss Mara? Thank you very much for saying hello. And holy cow, here's Liberty Fires. Scooby-Doo car. Absolutely, the Scooby-Doo car is out there. Nate Warren in the number 9, though, out in front. That 3 machine of Jason Foskey has the Scooby-Doo all over the front end of that thing, supported by Cartoon Network. So Jason Foskey, I literally spent like 2 seconds talking with Jason and also Wesley Hogue. They're all on the same team here tonight. .38 makes a move to the outside lane. Gets in front of the 3 of Jason Foskey. That 38 running the City Chevrolet paint scheme. Jasper's engine in this group as well, so quite a few throwback paint schemes here tonight. That Lowe's number 23 from Sebastian Marin. Actually says Nexus on the hood, but very reminiscent of the Lowe's car. Nate Warren leads this first group of drivers to hit pit lane. Sebastian Marin stays out, battles with the 04 Mark Mann to be the race leader. The 38, 4 wide going into turn number 1. The 38 all the way up on top. Wesley Hogue staying to that high side. He has been committed to the top lane here. And these first 18 laps, we have been caution-free so far. And we are coming up on our first round of green flag pit stops. Sebastian Marin currently our race leader. Josh Milam winning the race off of pit road. And one car in trouble coming onto pit lane. 46 is out of shape. That is David Overstreet. Lights the tires, flips it around, and gets back after it. Wesley Hogue and Sebastian Marin battling side by side. These guys have not come down pit road just yet. Josh Milam in the 7 leads all the drivers who have completed a pit stop. And now Vicente Guerrero heads it on to the front stretch. He is at full song. And I do believe he is going to be our race leader when it is all said and done. Shawn Stevens trying to get up to speed onto the backstretch. No, Shawn Stevens has not hit pit road just yet. Stevens is our race leader, and he has not hit pit lane. So the number 27 is our race leader, has not made a pit stop yet. And he is stretching this fuel tank as far as he can. We'll see how this plays out for him. And now the 27 gonna peel off for pit road. This is one of the more intense pit roads to hit. And the 27 gets it done this time. He is the last one to hit pit lane, and this will complete our first green flag pit cycle. Peter deBorja in the 40. making his way around David Overstreet and Lynn McNeese. And this is the battle for the race lead when everything plays out. Travis Elliott now has the race lead in the mellow yellow 51. Zach Fritsch in the 12, pushing on the back bumper. Peter deBorja in the 40, that extra life machine. Hey, if you guys missed it, that 40 spent the last 3 races up here in the booth with me. But now that it's come down to crunch time for championship contenders, this is the first race for the round of 16. And Peter deBorja is one of those 16 drivers. I can't understand why he doesn't want to be in the booth with me in this most important race of the season. So deBorja, your race leader, battles with the 33 of Jeff Crosby. Let's go ahead and take a look at our point standings for this one here tonight. And this is as they came in to the drop of the green flag. The top 8 drivers are set in no particular order. So what you're looking at right now is nobody had any bonus points to go off of. Everyone is at square one. And so how they finish is how it'll look from here on out. Let's go ahead and take a look at who are hot right now leading into this race. Zach Fritsch has gained the most points in the last 3 races. Anthony English, a hot driver. Gabe Butler, Richard Kuhn, and Zach Workman, and all of those are championship contenders. Our stage winners, well, someone's going to have to pry a stage win away from Peter deBorja because he is up front once again. He has 4 wins, selfishly trying to win all the stages he can. Zach Fritsch, the only other driver to win more than 1. And then we have a long standing of 1 stage win to everyone else. Creeping up on the end of stage number 1, or the only stage break that we have in this race here tonight. Josh Milam in the 7 is your race leader. Zach Fritsch in the 12, pushing on that back bumper. Gabe Butler in the 88, Vicente Guerrero, Peter deBorja, all contenders right now. Fastest lap of the race. Now going to the 95 of Jim Mayer, but a tough break for the 95. He is not on the lead lap. He is multiple laps down, but he does have some bragging rights to say he's got the fastest lap for the moment. This stage is going to end at the completion of lap 35, or should a caution come out from lap 31 to lap 35. Caution flag coming out, the 12 of Zach Fritsch. the 95 of Jim Mayer, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero, out of shape. Into the corner they go. The 88, the 14 making contact. Several cars getting involved. And the 14 pointed the wrong direction. I think this is a little far behind. Yeah. Trying to find a good shot of it. Going in the corner, they all kind of fight for the same spot of real estate. So our first caution of the night coming out. Ooh, hard hit for Lorey in that 071. Maybe taking one of the hardest hits here tonight. deBorja up in smoke in the 40. That is a fast repair being used by a lot of drivers here. Alright, so this is not the end of stage. We will get back to the green flag. Josh Milam has stayed out. The drivers who have hit pit road and made their way back onto the racetrack, well, Richard Sanchez is their leader. That is the 510. He made a pit stop and won the race off of pit road, finds himself in 13th spot. So Sanchez, having made a splash of fuel, tire change, and he is ready to go. But he is in 13th place. Josh Milam is your race leader. Lights have gone out on the pace car. Lynn McNeese on the throttle. He is making his way around. That is a very late wave around. Not sure what's up with that call there, but good to see Lynn McNeese try and get one of his multiple laps down that he is trying to get back to the lead lap. Like I said, in the very early stages of this race, you got to dig, 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 and never give up. Once again, we are playing Pavlov's phones. I've dropped my phone. It has hit the floor. At the end of the race, we're going to find out if it's a cracked screen or not. As the green flag comes out, this stage is not done with just yet. Zach Workman, Josh Milo sail it off into the corner, leading their respective lanes. Kody Neagles in the 6th, pushing hard on the 7th. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. wants to shove that number 19 clear of the inside lane, just hasn't been able to do it just yet. They're starting to spread out, trying to use all the available space down the back stretch. The 83 of Taylor Laskowski using that 3rd lane. Well, maybe he shouldn't have had Taco Bell, Taylor. I mean, Hershey Kisses just flew by you. Chocolate and Taco Bell. I mean, the similarities are there if you want to go in that direction. But the 19 of Zach Workman is your race leader. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. All up in that rear end of the 19. The ARCA cars are very dangerous to push that hard because they could upend each other, but they are staying after it. Workman, the race leader, and the yellow flag is out. Caution flag flies. And I am not 100% sure what has led up to it. So let's take a look and see if we can figure out. Tate Warren in the 9, the 50 of David Livingston. Contact into the corner, and around they go. On board with David Livingston, and just goes for a spin there. Hard to tell the story of what really happened. So there you have it. Make your own decisions. One of the things I like to do is let the sounds of the race play through. And that was one of the ones that had some good noise. I have no idea who won stage. I want to say it was Zach Workman. but I cannot confirm any of it. So if one of the league admins would love to reach out to me to tell me who won the stage, that'd be great. Peter deBorja in the 40 right now, scored as our race leader. deBorja and Gabe Butler both drove down pit road but did not come into their pit stalls. So I expect to see them hit their pit lane this time and top off their fuel tanks, do whatever stop they need to do. And I would see the lead cycle to the 23 of Sebastian Mann. So as deBorja and Butler hit pit road, several other drivers gonna top off their fuel tanks and make their pit stops. The 95 of Jim Mayer accelerates as he tries to get one of his many laps down that he tries to get that lap back. All right, so here we go. We're gonna stack them up once again, side by side, 2 by 2. But this front row wants to be 4 wide down the back stretch. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Sebastian Mann in the 23 on the inside of row number 1 for this restart. To his outside, that will be the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Richard Sanchez on the inside of row number 2, and then Jason Foskey in the number 3 on the outside. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. Kevin West and Richard Kuhn make up row number 3. This has been a rough one, folks. I have no words. Green flag is back out. We are fired up past the halfway mark. This field getting after it. 33 cars taking the green flag. Jim Mayer in the 95, the only car not on the lead lap. And he is just 1 lap down. So he is in good position right now to win the honors of the free pass or to get back on the lead lap. Alan Fritsch chiming in. How you doing, Alan? Oh my goodness, they're dead off of turn number 4. Yellow flag coming out right away. Vicente finding a way to not hit the barrel. I have a feeling he has swam quite a bit here tonight. Let's go on board with the 14. And you can see Zach Fritsch, big trouble for the 12. Not sure what started it just yet, but the 12 of Zach Fritsch. going for a spin. It looked like he was in the washing machine as he and Peter deBorja looked like contact that the 12 just did not like. A push, a bump draft, whatever you want to call it. Man, that was a hard hit for the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Peter deBorja going around as well. And it looked like a very, very unfortunate situation for the 95 of Jim Mayer. Let's go on board with the 95. You see the 12 and the 40 make contact, and Jim Mayer going to try and squeeze through this. And with that contact with the 40, I think that is going to keep him from getting back on the lead lap. But on the pit road, here they come. '23 is Sebastian Marin going to win the race off of pit road. Gabe Butler, Richard Sanchez right there. They battled with him. Alan Fritsch is a mechanic. I am a mechanic. That is what keeps the lights on. If you can't tell, I'm not the world's greatest broadcaster, so I do not get paid a lot to be here. So to keep the lights on, my day profession is a mechanic. Alan Fritsch, mechanic as well. So Alan, for me, I leave tomorrow to head down for the testing, and then sun up Friday morning. Oh, big testing. Very, 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 very nervous. I'm very nervous about it. Probably about as nervous as these drivers are to try and win this first race in the Championship 16. We went through who our championship contenders were. Let's go ahead and take another look at it. And since I did not get the information of who won the stages, I can't really say how much this has changed. So this was how they came into the race tonight. Lights are out on the iRacing pace car. All right, here we go once again, ladies and gentlemen. By ladies, I mean Miss Morrow. And by gentlemen, I mean everyone but Alan. But yeah, here we go. So yeah, I know this broadcast is not my best. I'm very late to the party. I have a whole lot of stuff going on in the background. So if you guys will forgive me, give me some leniency here tonight. I'm doing the best I can. And I know it's not very good. Even I don't feel very solid about this one. But the pace car is down and away. Sebastian Marin, Richard Sanchez lead this field to the green flag. Here we go. We are back underway. The 21 of Daniel Holloway going to give a good shove to the 510. We're into the final half of this race. Sebastian Mann in the 23 leads the 04 of Mark Mann. Holloway and Sanchez had a good start, but that fizzled out by the time they come off at turn number 2. And the number 3 of Jason Foskey gonna make a move to the outside. He's gonna try and make something happen to the outside of the 23 of Sebastian Mann. And I'll tell you what, he's not making a bad move. That is the right time to do it, because if that 3 can continue to stay out front like he has all race, holy cow, what a debut race. If it's actually his debut, because I did not get confirmation if it was his first one here on Wednesday night. One car blinking down on the inside. Not sure who that was, but the caution flag is going to come out. And the yellow flag flies as several drivers are in trouble here. Take a look and see. We're on board with Taylor Laskoski. And it looks like the trouble started with him, but off camera. So maybe get another angle of it. Not sure, but it looked like Daniel Holloway in the 21. And you can see he is already out of shape. So let's see if we can't back this up just a little bit further. See what happened to Daniel Holloway here. And Holloway just misjudged corner entry. And then everyone reacts to it. Wow, tough break for the 21 of Holloway. All right, with that being said, guys, I'm going to take a quick break so I can get some water in me. Be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to fire them off once again. We're going to complete lap 43 and start lap 44. Mark Mann on the inside of row number 1, to his outside, the 7 of Josh Milam. The iRacing nondescript pace car hits pit road. And here we go into the green flag restart zone. We are back underway. Mark Mann leads this field. The 7 of Josh Milam trying to take it away from him. The 38, Wesley Hogue, right there, along with the 23 is Sebastian Marin. This race starting to change very quickly. Whole lot of dynamics shaping up. And I have not done a very good job of telling you your storylines, but sorry, I promise next week will be better. So Josh Milam out in front. Mark Mann in the 04 started on the front row and has lost 2 spots already. Looked like he was going to lose quite a few more, but was able to hold on. Maybe he engaged that turbo blast out the back, had some jet engine, used a cheat code, whatever it was, but that 04 was falling back very quickly, but then found a way to hold on to 3rd spot. Josh Milam is our race leader. And guys, I don't know if you realize just how fast this track is. So let's go on board with the 7 of Josh Milam as he heads off into the corner. That is a mountain of a turn. He is going to turn left here, and look at how your vision has gone from hundreds of feet. Now it's down to 20 and back to hundreds. That is how hard he is being shoved into the seat. That is how far you can see. This track is a track like no other. Like, you can, look at that. You cannot see to the corner exit until you're at corner exit. That is very, very intense. If you're one of these drivers, you get squished down in the seat. That corner is a very high G-force corner, probably 4, 5, 6, 7 Gs to make that turn. And then to do it lap after lap. All right. New fast lap on display. That is the 21 of Daniel Holloway, but his reward is force being spun out as the caution flag comes out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the driver who just sealed the deal on the fastest lap of the race. It looks like something happened with Lynn McNeese. Something breaking on the 84. Not sure. Let's see if we can try and figure it out. On board with the 21 to Holloway. Oh yeah, that 84, the way it moved looked like there was a gentle contact before it all broke loose, but that gentle contact maybe triggering a huge dust up. I just don't like the way the 84 changed direction. Looked bad. And bad as far as not necessarily anything the driver could do. So under yellow, the field hits pit road. Gonna try and top off their fuel tanks, maybe a little bit more than that. On board with the 7 of Josh Milam, down and away. Can he beat the 23? It looks like the 23 is gonna win the race off of pit road. Gabe Butler came down pit road but did not hit his pit stall. Alan says he got on his son's voice channel. Alan, you're gonna have to tell me what you mean. Yeah, cause Alan, I don't know what that means. I'm on my voice channel. Like, did you make the stream from Zach? Do you want to be on my stream? Because, like, I'll let you, and you don't even have to try very hard. So, yeah, let me know what you mean. Sebastian Marin peels off. Josh Milam peels off. Mark Mann stays out. And the field looks like it has split almost 50-50. Who wants to try and stay out versus come down pit road and top off their fuel tanks? Holy cow, this is going to be a huge strategy call. All right, so several drivers who are not on the lead lap are gambling right now. I have not done my fair share of housekeeping. 33 cars started the race here tonight. First car out of the race scored in 33rd place. That is the 51 of Travis Elliott. So Elliott is a broadcaster, or not afraid of being on the microphone, but he has quickly left here tonight which is fine, no problem. But he is the only driver out of the race. Everyone else in this race is on the lead lap. Pace cars down and away, 32 cars with 20 laps to go. Here we go. Green flag is out. Let's get after it one more time, or two or three, however it needs to be. Alan Fritsch, if you read what he is talking about in YouTube chat, Alan and his group are afraid of corners. They don't like corners. Those drag racers, what a bunch of wimps. Can't even make a turn. I'll tell you what though, they go very, very fast in a straight line. Sebastian Marin in the 23, the 7 of Josh Milam, side by side down the front stretch. 19 laps to go. This race is starting to wind down. Mark Mann and Richard Kuhn, drivers who are in playoff contention. All of them up in front right now. Nate Warren in the 9, up in the 3rd lane, finding himself being hung out to dry. Slots into the tail wake of the 95 of Jim Mayer. Keep in mind, Jim Mayer, the last time we talked about him, he was in trouble. He was a lap down, but everyone has gotten back on the lead lap. That is out there. David Livingston and Travis Elliott, the only 2 cars behind the wall, and Livingston just 2 laps away, or 2 laps ago, hit pit lane and pulled it behind the wall. Gosh dang it. Sebastian Marin, the race leader in the 23. Josh Milam in the 7. And then the 83, that is Taylor Laskowski to the outside. He has the 85 right there with him. Adam Kilday in the 85 trying to push the 83. They fall back just a little bit as everyone heads down the back stretch. 17 laps to go here tonight. We will use 2 attempts at a green-white checkered should we need to, as the 7 slices down in front of the 23. Big moment for the 7 of Josh Milam, because if that went south, if that went wrong, if he misjudged it just by a little bit, he would have gotten turned. But he dropped down in front of the 23, pulled it off, and now the 47 of Richard Kuhn is our race leader, but going into the corner, loses some space to the 7 of Josh Milam. Too wide, they go into turns 3 and 4. The 88 of Gabe Butler up into the 3rd lane, but he's a little bit behind. and trying to make up for that lost ground. Now Butler slides in behind the 510 of Richard Sanchez. The 83 of Adam Kilday. Sorry, the 83 is not Adam Kilday. Adam Kilday is the 85. The 83 is Taylor Laskowski. This is an example of why I don't like to be late, because I cannot recover. I have no recoverability. The 7 of Josh Milam, your race leader. The 23 Sebastian Marin right there as they make their way off of turn number 4. They all have to make one more pit stop before it's all said and done. And now with 14 laps to go, that fuel window is open to make it on the green flag from here, and including our 2 attempts at green, white, checkered, should we need to use them. Josh Milam is your race leader. Sebastian Marin, Richard Kuhn, Stanley Jr., Mark Mann, Richard Sanchez, all these guys up here trying to get that race win. Josh Milam and Richard Kuhn side by side through turns 3 and 4. Last time this group was on pit road was lap 48. Nobody can make it on fuel from here, so everyone has to hit pit road. The question is, when do you come down pit road, and how do you battle through a green flag pit stop? Milam in the 7, your race leader. The 47 of Richard Kuhn, who has had one of his best seasons here in OP Racing, and he is not going to give up that honor, because Richard Kuhn is one of the drivers who looks to get out in front, and once he does, good grief, you're not taking it away from him. Down to 12 laps to go. 10 laps since they last hit pit road. 12 laps to go. That makes it a fuel run of about 22 laps. And it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to prove me wrong that nobody can make it from here. But I don't think they can. And a lot of cars are stacked up on the inside, telling me that they are trying to get into that perfect position to make their green flag pit stop. Down the backstretch, the 17 of Kevin West, tucked in behind the 84 of Lynn McNeese. And it looks like one car peeling off for pit road. That is Taylor Laskowski. He hits pit lane, and that's all I need to know. And I feel good about my predictions. Choices. Milam in the 7 is our race leader. down the back stretch. Who is going to blink first to try and hit pit road? Richard Kuhn or Josh Milam? Milam has the advantage because he is going to be closer to pit lane. And once again, they stay out. So, wow. The information I got told me that Josh Milam, who last pitted on lap 48, cannot make it to lap 70. But with 9 laps to go, and he is out there still, tells me he thinks he can make it, as Richard Kuhn in the 47 slots down to the inside, just ahead of the 7 of Josh Milam. Stanley Jr. now leads the charge in the outside lane. Can the 41 pull off his first win this season? And the more laps they turn, the more I think that they can make it. And I was given false information and or didn't pay attention to what they said. Let's be honest, that's probably what happened. We are on board with Stanley Jr. in the 41. Last on pit road on lap 49-48. We are working lap 63 right now. Across the start finish line, 7 laps to go for this group. Right now, our top 28 cars separated by no less than 3 seconds. We go off the nose of the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. And you can see just how the formation of this line tells me that no one wants to blink first. And Senior might be the one that triggers it. He's going to go 3 wide. Peter deBorja jumps up in front of him. Here we go. They're going to start to mix it up just a little bit. And as I said, no one wanted to blink first, but somebody did. And here we go. All right, 6 laps to go down the backstretch. Richard Kuhn in the 47. Looking for his first win of the season. Can he pull it off? Stanley Jr., Josh Milam, Richard Sanchez, Sebastian Mann. Who's going to pull it off? And I have a feeling these guys out in front right now are not going to be there when the checkered flag falls. Well, let's see how it plays out. Stanley Jr. out in front, that 41 using that high side to his advantage. Sanchez on the back bumper, but Richard Kuhn and Josh Milam hooked up down on the yellow line. They're hanging tough and keeping that line protected. By the way, have I mentioned the third line of Zach Fritsch? Zach Fritsch up into the 3rd lane, trying to make it work down the back stretch and into the front stretch. Had a good run going, making it happen This is a race of inches, and Peter deBorja is on the pit road with 4 laps to go. Three wide into turns 3 and 4. Stanley Jr. in the digital Armchair Motorsports 41 working that middle lane, trying to pull off his first win of the season. And I'll be damned if he does it. That will be an outstanding damn situation. Nate Warren in the 9, a driver who has been a very solid contender, but now when we get to 3 laps to go, has nobody with him in that 4th lane. High, wide, and handsome continues to try and ride it. Oh my goodness, here comes some drivers on the pit road. Josh Milam, Eric Lorey. Oh, they make contact. Milam and Lorey hit each other. Richard Kuhn on the pit lane. Rob Connors. But Lorey and Milam hit each other as they tried to come to pit road. And now Stanley Jr., Zach Fritsch, and Adam Kilday with Vicente Guerrero. I'm trying to roll my R. Guerrero in the 14. Oh my goodness. They hold on to it. I thought they were dead right there. Can we get the white flag this time? Here comes the 510 of Richard Sanchez on the pit road. These guys gambled on making it on a fuel run and cannot make it happen. White flag comes out. We are going to go our scheduled distance. Zach Workman, Vicente Guerrero, Kody Neagles, Wesley Hogue, and oh my goodness, Sebastian Mann thrown in the group as well. Holy cow, one down below the yellow and below. Oh, Workman in trouble. So much going on. I think, oh my, Workman still spinning. Mark Mann in the 04 is your race leader. Daniel Holloway in the 21. Kody Neagles, Vicente Guerrero. Those are your top 3. Here they come. Holloway, he wants to win, but he's going to get turned at the line. It is going to be Kody Neagles, your race winner, and Vicente Guerrero in second. Third place going to Shawn Stevens. Holy cow. On board with Shawn Stevens to try and make this one official. Off the 95 of Jim Mayer. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am still trying to process what just happened in the last lap of this race. Kody Neagles, you have a copy.
I do.
Kody, do you know what happened in the last lap of this race?
I just seen people racing down the front stretch and they started wrecking, and I don't know. It was kind of shades of Monday night, I suppose.
Well, somehow, despite all the chaos, I think you have won this race.
Very similar to Monday night. I don't know. I put myself in a position. I was pushing Vince. I got clear, and I told Vince if I got clear, I was going to take it. You know, it's playoff racing, so I will commit to my teammate. You know, if he needs me at the end, but if I have a chance to try to take it for myself, I'm gonna try it. This is the time of year where, you know, everything gets thrown out the window and you try to help yourself. So I help my teammates, running with Crosby Jr., Senior, Workman, just kind of taking care of each other. And it got to the end, and I seen an opportunity to maybe take it. And that third line was fast all night, so they passed us, and I had nothing for them. And then they got to racing too hard and wrecked, and I made it through.
Well, man, this 6 is a mainstay here on Wednesday night, a solid competitor on Monday night. So this race win, locking yourself into the next round of competition. Tell me how you did it, why you did it, and what it means to you. And let's focus on what it means to you.
To be honest with you, just needed to be more aggressive first and foremost, because iRacing Superspeedway has always been my nemesis. So just trying to, I made a few adjustments with the steering ratio and just tried to run a little bit of a different race than I'm normally used to here. And it means a lot to me, because I would eventually like to win a championship in OP and you know, continue trying to make a name for myself. And I don't know what next season holds in terms of what team I will be running for, because as of right now, I'm a free agent on Mondays for next season. So there's just a lot up in the air. So I really feel like I have something to prove, and I want to show that I can be a good teammate and be a solid contender, and helping my teammates at the end of races when it's needed.
All right, man. Well, nice job here tonight. Any final shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I want to thank you for broadcasting, and I want to thank everyone that was in the Discord tonight running. I think we all had a very solid race. I was running with Workman and Vince and Crosby Jr. and Senior, and I think I hit everyone with that. But if I didn't, I'm sorry. But we had a lot of fun. That was just a little throw together group. I don't know. Chemistry was good. Like, communication was well. So I'm glad that all of us was able to have solid runs, and I wish for them that they would have finished a little bit better, because they definitely deserved it.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on this race win. You punch your ticket into the next round of playoff contention, and that's gotta feel good.
Absolutely, it does. And again, I appreciate everything you do, and I appreciate everyone in this league for giving me something to look forward to 3 nights a week.
All right, that is Kody Neagles, our race winner here tonight, and the first one to make it into the next round of playoff contention. But he is not the only one we want to talk to here tonight. And we move on to our second place finisher here tonight. That is none other than the 14 of Vicente
Vicente
Guerrero.
Spit it out already.
Wait, hold on. Fajadas? Fajitas?
No, fajitas, tacos, burritos, you know.
Ooh, I like that. How you doing, Vicente?
Good. How about yourself, KR?
Man, I'll tell you what. Anytime I get to talk to you, I feel a lot better.
That's good. Glad to hear that.
All right, man. Well, you come home second place here tonight. Tell us a little bit about your race, and keep in mind, I'm not very smart.
I have absolutely I don't know what happened there. Most of the race, I was like, trying to survive towards the end because I'm not sure if I brought out that first caution. We had a pretty good, nice beginning to the race, nice green flag run there, and I'm not sure if I even caused that one wreck when I dropped down. I thought it was clear on the mid, and but anyways, and then I had to use a fast there. And right after that caution, there was another, and I tried to avoid it, and I think I got hit in my front right. The steering was done, so I had to use another fast. So basically, I used both of those fasts pretty close in the beginning of the race, and just trying to survive towards the end of the run here, and the last pits, filled it up, topped it off, and trying to save as much as I could. Towards the end of the run, I actually ran out of fuel crossing the start-finish line there. Was happy to finish second. I wish I would have won, but I'm glad that Kody took the win. Happy for my teammate.
Well, man, I'll tell you what. I did not think you guys could make it to the end with the last time you hit pit road. So tell me what that strategy was and how it played out.
Well, it was pretty stressful. I mean, we're borderline. I mean, we're really close. So we're trying to save as much fuel towards the back, but then you don't want to hang out so bad. You can't save as much as being in the main pack there, as far as fuel. So it was kind of sketchy there towards the end. So I'm glad we had enough fuel to make it.
All right, man. Well, nice job. A solid second place finish. 2 more races to go in this opening round of playoffs. And how do you feel? Do you think you're going to make it into the championship 4?
Oh, I hope so. That's the whole point, right? Make it to the final 4 and have a shot at it, It'd be really good if I do make it.
All right, man. Well, one more time, shout outs, thank yous you need to give.
Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to Jeff Crosby Jr. and Sr. It was fun racing with them in Discord, and as well Zach Workman. Kody and I were in that same Discord working together. Wednesday's pretty chill, so I want to thank them for letting us chill with them in this race here, and like to thank you, of course, for broadcasting. Can't wait to watch this one back. I'm sure you had a lot to say. And and OP, of course, OP baby.
All right, man. Well, nice job, Vicente, and congratulations on a solid run here tonight.
Thanks, KR.
All right, now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium here tonight, and that is none other than the driver of the 27, Shawn Stevens. Shawn, how you doing tonight?
Good, KR. How are you?
I'm not very happy with the broadcast I did tonight, but good grief, if I was you, I'd probably be a lot better.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a podium. Finally squeezed one out here tonight. It was a fun race.
All right, so tell us how you pulled it off, because that 27 had its fair share of troubles here tonight.
Yeah, we was trying to keep it clean, keep it out in the open, and but last we had those string of cautions, and I kept adding fuel, and then we had that last caution. I said, well, it said I was like 0.2 to the good, and I said I'm going to try it, and I just tried to stay in the middle lane, try to keep it clean, and push my way up to the front.
Well, Shawn, we can see that this ARCA car, it's one of the 3 vehicles that we run here on Wednesday night. but it is also one of the one that has the most dynamic body shapes. So how does that play into your strategy in winning this championship? And what do you do when we switch to the truck versus the B car?
Well, with this car here, you just, it can take a little bit of a lick, but you just gotta, keep the dents off of it, keep it clean and smooth. The other ones there, they dent more easily and they're hard to push. This one here, you gotta ease into pushing. Can't bump and run because you'll lift them up off the track. So, but yeah, this one has its own little quirks. So you just gotta navigate them and do the best you can.
All right, man. Well, nice job here tonight, bringing it home in third place. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to say?
Yep. Shout out to you, KR, there up in the booth. Great job as always. Shout out to my wife for letting me do this 3 nights a week. To the admins for OP for putting all this on for us. That's it.
All right, man. Well, nice job. And thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. That is our third and final step of the podium, the 27 of Shawn Stevens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show. And I do hope you all will give me a little bit of leniency because I started off on the back foot. And I feel like I didn't recover. So it is what it is. And until next week, hope you all stay safe and have a good night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.